Hello there, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. So in this video, I'm gonna teach you how to create a pivot chart. So just before we get started, a kind of reminder that if you're watching this with your MacBook, your tablet, your phone, or your laptop, please stay on the video because I am currently using a PC with the Windows OS running. And rest assured, all of the devices have the same process. So stay in the video please, and let's get started. As you can see on my background right now, I have an Excel file. It's gonna be named sales data. And then from each column, I have customer name, cookie type, cookies sold, date, revenue, and costs. So the tip here is, please take note about this tip. To create a successful pivot chart, you need to have a data first. You need to have an organized data. It doesn't have to be this much. Even if it's only 5 to 10 columns with 3 to 4 rows, that is enough. Make sure you have an organized data to start with. Now, that being said, make sure to highlight everything in the table, for example, or just one data, and then simply look at the section on the top section. For example, home, insert, page layout, formulas, data, review, view, automate, developer, and help. I'm gonna click on insert. But before clicking on insert, make sure you highlight inside this table, okay? And not outside the table. Again, inside the table, click on insert. And then you're gonna see these sections. From pivot table, this one's the one we need, up to the last part symbol. So since we're gonna talk about pivot tables, I'm gonna click on pivot table right there. And then it's gonna ask me table ends range. So since I already selected the highlight inside the table, Excel will auto detect everything inside my table, all of the data, and then I don't need to highlight everything anymore. Next question is, choose where you want the pivot table to place. It's gonna ask for a new worksheet or existing worksheet. Let's just click on new worksheet to start fresh. Click on OK, and then Excel just open a new worksheet for you to work with. So this is gonna be our pivot table as of now. It doesn't really look like it doesn't really look like a pivot table as of now, or pivot chart. The thing we need to do now is input the data. So earlier, remember we have customer name, cookie type, cookie sold, date, revenue, and cost. Here are our data. To build our chart, basically we need our data to be placed on these fields. We have filters, columns, rows, and values. So for example, I want to see the customer names on my cookie sales. I'm gonna click on customer sales, or rather customer name, and then basically just drop it on the rows. So I already have this one right now. I have the names of my customer. Now, next one is gonna be, what are the cookies sold on my specific customer, or rather cookie type. I'm gonna click on cookie type and then click on values. So before I let go on this mouse, I want to let you know that the things we put in values are the data that we calculate. Please take note of that. So I'm going to release now, and you're going to see this cookie type. So basically on this data right now, I can simply click a pivot chart from these two columns and just a few data. To do that, simply click on the specific data within the table, of course, and not here. Make sure you click here, and then basically just insert the chart. How will I insert the chart? Of course, I'm gonna head over the sections on the top part of the screen. You're gonna see insert, and then you're gonna see these charts right here. We have recommended charts, we have bar charts, etc, etc. So I'm just gonna click this one so we can choose some charts. Okay, so this is the one we need, pivot chart. Click on it, and you'll have options, different chart type, from column, line, pie, and bar. But I just want to shout out that there are bar types that aren't sufficient or available for pivot. For example, this one right here is not available on this specific data that we're creating. So I'm just going to go with the most basic one, column, 2D, clustered column. And then this is how it will look like. I will highlight it and then click on OK. So currently right now we have a data with a chart. Let me just enlarge it for your reference. So earlier, I asked myself, what will I need? I have the customer name right here, and of course, the count of the cookie type. This is the count of the cookie type. So basically, these 4 fields right here are the important data selection. Now, for example, I want to add how much revenue I'm making. Of course, I'm going to click it on the values. And there you go. Each revenue for each cookie type will be here. So customer name will be this one's, and then the revenue would be the orange one. Now, for example, I want to change it. For example, I want my name or customer name on this part for the values, and then for the cookie type and sum of revenue would be on this x-axis. I can simply interchange everything here, but that will take quite a long time. So basically, I can just click the pie chart, or rather pivot chart, click on design, and then there is this specific feature that says switch row and column. I'm gonna click on it, and there you go. My customers' names will be here, and then the sum of revenue and count of cookie type will be here. Now, I'm gonna remove the count of cookie type here. For example, I'm gonna drop it, and now it's removed. Don't worry, it's still on the top section. I just remove it on my fields. Now, how to design this pivot chart now? Please pay your attention to the top section again. Make sure you're in the design section. You're gonna have this add element on the chart, the axis, the chart tile, the data tables, and so on and so forth. But I want you to pay attention on these colors. You can change the colors, but the preset design will be right here. So if you hover your mouse or your cursor in each of the design, you're gonna have a preview. So you don't have to select each one to get a preview. So we're gonna check which is the best one for us. And I think personally, I love this one. This one right here, I'm loving it. Let's just check some more. I'm gonna go with this one. I really love it. So I'm gonna go with this one. And basically, this is a pivot chart. To expand our knowledge or just a little bit more features, we can add some more data here. For example, I can enlarge this one for you to see properly. And the fonts, they're a bit small, right? To enlarge these fonts, of course, click the font, go to the home button, and just click on enlarge right there. As you can see, the specific font are being enlarged. I'm gonna do everything so they are gonna be balanced. So the next one would be size 14. Okay, go back to home, size 14, click on save way, of course size on 14. Post on foods would be also size 14. Now you may ask, is this only applicable for bar chart, the chart type? Of course not, we can also change it again. Simply by clicking the data or right clicking it, change chart type, and you can choose the pie, the bar, even the line graph is here. Let's try the line graph, okay? I'm gonna go with this one, looks great. And as you can see, we don't have any data just yet because we only have a total right here. Let's try putting some more data here. I'm gonna get the cost and put it on the values. And as you can see, the cost is too high, starting from the sum of cost to the sum of revenue. Another one, date sold, I'm gonna put in the values again. And as you can see, each data we put, the graph is gonna change. Basically, that's how you do it. That's how you create a pivot chart using Excel. Again, just make sure your data is organized, your data is complete, and then your data is good to go. So thank you so much for watching. Please hit the like button and subscribe. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Goodbye for now.